In this video, I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy way to sew a Georgian shirt. You want to start by cutting out your patterns. For this make, you'll need a rectangle that is the width of your chest as well as double the length of your torso. You'll also need 2 more rectangles which are the width and length of your arms. And the final pieces to cut out are the collar, cuffs and gussets for the neckline and underarm. So you want to start by adding a neck slash into the bodice. The neck gussets are then pressed in half, as well as with either your fingers or the iron, you can start to press the edges that will be attached. Then you want to attach the gusset onto the edge of that slash with a back stitch. And add a running stitch just to neatly keep all those edges in. Once the gussets are added, it's time to move on to that front opening. For this, you're going to want a long strip of fabric, which you'll add a gathering stitch to the edge and then sew this along that front opening. To finish the front opening, add a bias binding around the edging. First, attaching it by the machine around the edging with right sides of the bias binding and the fabric together. Then pressing it round and adding a slip stitch to finish and encase the fabric edges. With the ruffles in place, you can then finish this section by adding the collar, which is just slip stitched and pressed along that neckline. Moving on to the next bit, it's time to sew up your side seams of the bodice. Then it's time to start on the sleeves. Firstly, you want to start by adding a gathering stitch onto both sides of your sleeve, one side being a bit shorter than the other. Then sew either side of your sleeve to the gusset sides. By doing this first, you'll be able to just sew up the sleeve and add a nice point to your gusset, giving it a nice finish. With the sleeve constructed, you can then move on to adding your cuffs to it. Start by adding a rolled hem to one side of your cuff. Then on the opposite side, add a gathering stitch, but make sure not to go all the way to the edge. With that in place, sew the cuff with the right sides together. Then gather both your sleeve and cuff in place and then overlock them together to finish. After that, it's now time to attach the sleeve to the bodice. Start by pinning the center of your underarm gusset to the side seam of the bodice. Make sure to pull the gathering stitches as well to give that nice shaping to the sleeve. Then pin around your armhole. After that, just sew it in place. Once the shirt is fully constructed, it's then time to just add a fastening to that collar, as well as to add a rolled hem along the base of your bodice. And with that, you've got yourself a nice Georgian shirt. If you want to stick around for my upcoming projects and more tutorials like this one, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.